Hey guys, it's Everything Cards, and today I have a very exciting tutorial for you. This is my favorite ace trick, quite possibly my favorite trick of all time. Really simple, not that much sleight of hand, completely impromptu, blows away spectators every time. Can't take credit for this. I will put the credits in the description down below where I first saw it and also another tutorial. And I will also put the link to my performance, which I performed 1 or 2 weeks ago. If you haven't seen that already, go ahead and check it out and then come back and learn it. So, first of all, you're going to line up the 4 aces like this: spades, diamonds, clubs, hearts. Really the only one that matters that much is diamonds if you're going to do a special type of presentation, which I'll teach later. And spades is also cool to have last because it's kind of the leader ace, but the other ones don't really matter. Next, you can shuffle up the cards as much as you want, and you're going to flip the cards over and explain that all the cards are different. That is a mask of the first thing you're doing, which is finding the first 7 that you see. In my case, it's a 7 of spades, and I'm going to make a mental note that is spades that I'm remembering. And I'm going to count 7 cards after that. So I count in threes, 3, 6, 7. Counting in 3 is just easy. You're going to get a break on that card, cut it to the top, and end with a few more cuts to make it look natural. Next, you're going to do a perfect Pharaoh shuffle, making the top and bottom cards change. Okay? So you don't want them to stay the same. You actually want the bottom card of the top packet to end on the bottom of the deck, like so. Okay? All of that looks completely normal to a spectator. You're never going to get caught for showing them the faces and then doing a shuffle. Like, it's really fair. That's one of the reasons why this is so powerful. Next, you're going to flip the deck over and split the deck into 4 sections. So you're going to do the first section like so. You're going to spread out, flip them over, and set them in behind the ace of spades, right to left. Next pack, do the same thing. Now is the time I remember the 7 of spades. I'm looking for the 7 of spades. I see it's right here. I'm going to get a break under it. Flip these cards over. That's why you flipped the cards over before. And to make sure that the spectator doesn't see that you actually changed the card, you're going to turn this pack away when you take this off with that 7. Okay? So now you've got these 4 piles and they're already preset and ready to go. Next, you're going to lose each ace somewhere in the deck, somewhere. This card is going to be the exact 7th position. So right there. So I got 3 cards, and this is the 7th. It gets almost natural to put in the 7th position if you do this trick enough. Next, you're going to take the ace of spades, place it on this packet, put its corresponding packet on top, square everything up. Next, you're going to take the packet of the ace of diamonds, get a break under that top card while reaching for this and doing, I don't know, a flicker, a flourish, something to distract them. Put it on top, and then you're going to do an undercut, but this is where the trick can actually go wrong. I've done this multiple times. I've ended up cutting at the 7, and then they see that there's a card there. This happens because there's a natural break, because the cards bend a little bit. So you're just going to make sure you cut a little under or a little above that card, and always check. Do a little peek before you do the full cut. And keep that break, transfer it to a pinky break in your left hand, and then move this packet over, put the ace of spades on top of it, cut at that break, and then finish the cut. Okay? Now you're set. Now it's just presentation. All the nitty-picky like Pharaoh shuffles and have to be perfect setup is all done. You just need to practice that sequence a lot, and that setup has to be perfect every time. Otherwise it won't work. First thing you're going to do, spread out, and there's a 7 face up. Now your spectator's going to be like, oh, he definitely messed up. That's not an ace. This is a kind of a time to capitalize on that. You can almost act like you did make a mistake and say, maybe for giggles, let's just count 7 cards. While doing so, you're going to get a break under that card. Flip the top packet over. Place this 7 with that card, which is actually an ace, as you can see. And count 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you've got the ace of hearts. Okay, now you're going to flip this deck over and put it on the top. And now, if you remember, when we put that 7 down, we flipped an ace over. So there's 2 down already. You're going to take packet and put it on the top. This is another fun ace right here. I know that the next ace is the 17th position. It always will be in the 17th position. You have a few options. I switch back and forth between asking the spectator to name a number between 1 and 15 and another presentation I'll teach after. So let's say that a spectator picks a number between 15 and 20. That's what you ask. So you say, I think I know where the card is relatively, but I need your help. Name a number between 15 and 20. You know it's the 17th position. If they say 17, you're golden. You don't have to do anything. And that's super powerful if they say 17. If they say, let's say 15, then you're going to have to get a break under the top two cards and double undercut them to the bottom. Now it will be 15. If they say 19, you're going to do the same thing only with two bottom cards, adding them to the top. You kind of get the idea. Or you can spell out the ace of diamonds. If you cut 4 cards off the top, so you take 4 cards, do a double undercut or triple or quadruple, whatever you want, then you can spell out ace of diamonds. That's why we have the diamond in the third spot right here. So A-C-E-O-F-D-I-A. Yes, this is how you spell diamonds. A-M-O-N-D. S. That would have been a lot cooler if I had actually grabbed the card. Anyway, that one is really cool. You're next going to show that one card higher, one card lower would have missed, because next card, wouldn't you know it, is the ace of spades. So you're going to take this packet, put it on the middle or on the bottom, and the last ace is completely up to you. I either do a Besnai's spin out production, which looks like that. Oh, and usually I do a few false cuts because I say this is the hardest, stuff like that. Or I do a top shot. So this is just kind of out of the blue, like that. Or, of course, you could do a color change. So get a break under the top 2 cards, and then turn it into the ace of spades. That's completely up to you. You could just even do a couple of cuts and then say it's on the top. Be creative with this, guys. It's really fun. It's one of my favorites. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have fun with this. I'll see you next time.